Hello, Namaskar. Welcome back you all to our NCERT interactive live session. This side Shivani Jha and you all are watching us on PM eVidya channel number 6, 9 and 12. Along with this, you can also connect with us through our official YouTube channels, that is NCERT Official and NCERT PM eVidya class number 6, 9 and 12. Also, if you are watching us live on our official YouTube channels, then you can directly drop your comment, opinion in the live chat box. So, dear viewers, as you all know, this session is brought to you by NIEPA, that is National Institute of Educational Planning and Administration, and also by NCSL, that is National Center for School Leadership. So, in this special session, we connect with you all to celebrate the journey of school leaders, and also we get to know more about that how they transform their school from all the obstacles, challenges by overcoming all the problems. And for the same, we have also, if I say the topic for today's session, then it is role of SRG in creating footprints for school leadership development, a case of Chhattisgarh. And for the same, we have also joined by our two guests, and if I introduce you from them, then the first guest who is with us is Dr. Shadma Absar, who is Assistant Professor at NCSL NIEPA. So, a very warm welcome, ma'am, to our session.
Thank you. Thank you,
And also our second guest who is joined by us is Shri Sameer Chandra Pradhan, who is Principal at Swami Atmanand Government Excellent English School, Patwa, Mahasamund, Chhattisgarh. So, a very warm welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
So, dear viewers, as I told you about this topic, but before we move further, let me tell you that if you have any query related to this session, then you can directly contact us via phone or email ID. Our phone number is 8800440559. Also, you can directly drop your query on our email ID, that is dth.class12@ciet.nic.in. So, without any further delay, let's start our session today. And I would like to ask ma'am that, ma'am, what we are going to discuss in today's session. So, could you please elaborate us?
Sure. Shivani, this is a very special session
Yes,
which we bring every Friday from National Center for School Leadership.
Yes, ma'am.
And our viewers are knowing that we bring a school head from one of the states, any of the state in the country. And today we have with us Shri Sameer Chandra Pradhan from Chhattisgarh. And he is special because he is also a beneficiary of NCSL's one of prime program, which is 1 month
Yes.
certificate program. He was the participant in 2016, and he was one of the topmost students actually from our side, and we would like to understand his role as an SRG today. And he has taken his school, he has taken lead in his school, and how has he transformed the lives of children. That is most important.
Okay, so now what will be the topic, ma'am? So, we are going to discuss.
Yes, we would like to know from sir that, sir, when you joined this school, the present school in which you are in, sir has an experience of around 14 years in the same school. He has actually transformed the school from castles to rubbles, from rubbles to castles, I would say. And he joined the school 14 years back in 2011. So, sir, would you like to tell us what was the school like, and how have you transformed, and what were the challenges initially?
Thank you, Dr. Sadhana. Really, the question you have raised, it is very interesting and very enjoying for me. When something is served you well prepared, there is no enjoyment.
True.
But when you get something where there is nothing, as you told, from rubble to castle. So, really it was a great journey for me, and still I am the passenger of this journey. On 24th September 2011, I joined as a principal in Government Higher Secondary School Patwa. At that time the name was Government Higher Secondary School Patwa. So, it was just a night when I joined there, because I got the message from government that you have been appointed as a principal in Government Higher Secondary School, Patewa. As far as Patewa is concerned, it is 70 kilometers away from Raipur, the capital of Chhattisgarh. And it is a very small town having the population of around 2,000 people, just along the side of the road.
So what did you see when you reached the school?
When I reached, I called that time the principal in charge at 9:30. He was unwilling to come there, but I insisted that actually from right now I will start my journey. So at 9:30 he came there, and when I went to the school, there was a gate which was broken, and the main building was very dilapidated condition. So I took out my torch and I decided to take a look all around.
We can have the visuals on the screen as well, the PPT.
Yes, the building was very dilapidated at that time, and the walls were cracked, and there was no painting or painting, anything like that. And so I just moved around and saw that the weeds were there, the ruins of there.
It was all in a, it was in a very dilapidated condition.
Disappointing condition. But even after this, I felt that this is a place appointed for me, and I should work here because here I can do something special. So from there,
what is the socio-economic condition of the families, living in this district?
As far as socio-economic condition of the people there, basically it is a tribal area. Later on it was handed over to the education department. Otherwise earlier it was tribal school, but in 1995 it was transformed to education department. So socio-economic condition is very poor. Nearly, as my school at present, is 63% students, they belong to SC, ST and OBC. And left.
So when you joined, the condition was very bad?
Very bad actually. Everything was in a topsy-turvy way.
So the challenges with related to enrollment were also there?
Enrollment also, because enrollment actually the number of the students was not so disappointing, but the number of the students, particularly boys, they were not willing to come to school at that time. And the guardians of the girls, they wanted to teach them, but they wanted that the girls should study, but the school was not up to the mark of their expectation. But when I went there, I took the stock of the whole situation and talked to the principal in charge and told that from tomorrow onward, my journey will start in a new way and you will have to support me. And the other day, when I came there,
so you began
yes,
your journey?
I began. The first stoppage of the journey was that I called the SMDC members there, and when I explained my planning of the future, they were very supportive and told that, sir, everything depends upon you. Whatever you say, we are going to follow you. You will have a very good support here. So that was the first sign of satisfaction for me, that the people were going to support me.
So it took a lot of years for all this to happen?
Yes, actually I had 3 missions at that time. The first mission was, as you know, according to my leadership concept, is about what should I think. At first, the students comes at the first. What type of the students are there in the school studying? And secondly, the teachers. What type of teachers, where they are, whether they are punctual about time, or they are willing to teach wholeheartedly or not. And the third mission was to, as I saw that place, the building. But the building, the infrastructure was my third priority. My first priority was the student. So I told everything to the SMDC members and the teachers. And on the very first day on prayer, I said the students, addressed them and told, are you satisfied with your looks? This was my first question to the students. Do you think that you are looking very handsome or beautiful or good looking? The students kept mum. Then I told that no, you are not looking good at this age. When you are just within 14 and 18, this is the period of a student when he or she should look very charming. So the students very satisfied and they told, sir, आप आए हैं तो अब कुछ हम सीखेंगे sir. So
they
this
had a lot of hopes from you.
Yes, I don't know why, but I could see the rays of hope in their eyes. That was a sign of hope for me also.
So it has been a journey of 14 years already.
14 years, yes.
So at present your school is Swami Atmanand.
Yes, it has been
Excellent
upgraded
English
up
medium
to
school.
Yeah,
So the journey has been very extensive, I would say.
very extensive. Yes,
So you have seen almost a generation.
yes, almost a generation.
So what all changes have you seen and in the competencies of the children in these years?
As far as competencies is concerned, at first the result of this that is school. Secondly, the behavior of the students. Thirdly, the approach of the teachers towards teaching. So all these things have changed, and the expectation of the common people from the school, it has changed.
Okay.
And fourthly, what I always said, that once one school is there as a center for expectations and the hope, the whole scenario changes there.
Changes. Yes.
So the whole sector changed. As the people say, sir, ever since you came here, not only this school has been transformed, but the other schools have also been inspired, and they have started changing, and now they are changed.
You have set up a benchmark. For
Yeah,
them.
that was a benchmark for them also.
So
As far as the teachers are concerned, at that time the teachers, they were not willing to come to a school with preparation. I saw everything very keenly. The teachers, why are the teachers not willing to come on time? I told that what was yesterday, that is a thing of past. What we are going to do in the future, that is our expectation, that is our planning. The students and the teachers, particularly, they were young ones. So they listened to me very carefully, and then I am very much happy to say that they said, sir, still there were no any person who could guide us properly. We did not know anything. How to run a school, how to teach, though we have been trained, but how to execute this training into our teaching, our profession.
Mentoring is
yeah.
important.
So they needed a mentor. Yes.
Yes, they needed a mentor.
They needed a mentor. So from there we started our journey, and in the first step of the journey, I told that the students should look good, and they must be attracted towards the school.
Sorry.
They should be anxious to go to school, and they should be enjoying the teaching, the atmosphere of the school.
Yes.
So we have to create such type of atmosphere here. That is more important. And then from there onward, the teachers were assigned different works. In the first step, as I told, the students should look good, and they were asked to change their dresses, the uniform, and most of the students, they belong to very poor socio-economic condition. I asked the teachers that whatever you can help, whether financially or personally, you can do that, and on behalf of the school, we will have to help them. If they are not having capability to purchase even shoes So let's purchase it from our own pocket also.
Okay.
So
And how has the community, you know, how have you engaged with the community? I'm sure without community support, because you said the very
you have
next
raised
day.
you have raised a very good question. To get the support of the community, it depends on your work culture. So when the people started watching me, that working from morning to late night, even 7 or 8 o'clock, I did not think about the time. They expected that this person has come and who is going to do something special, and who is this one? They started coming to me to talk to me. But that was one thing. The other thing was that I started to visit the whole villages all around. मैंने सारे गांव के पूरा भ्रमण करना शुरू किया. At that time 21 villages was in the catchment area.
Okay.
So I visited all the 21 villages so that they could know that this is our new principal. So my principle was different. There is a saying that if Muhammad cannot go to the Himalaya should come to Muhammad. That is a proverb, and it was said by Vivekananda ji. So I always remember, I thought that the students, they are having problems, so why should not I go to their house
Very true.
and know the socio-economic condition of the person or the students or the family
And motivate them.
and motivate them. So the assurance which they got from me,
Ji.
the safety, the study, these two things were the basic things which they are always worried about. But when particularly the guardians of the girls, 63% students are in the form of girls and 37% were boys. So 63% was a major part of our strength. So those guardians, they wanted, as I told you earlier, that we want to send our girls to school, but we should be assured that our girls should return to our
So
house.
what were if you could share a few initiatives that you took? This was one that you visited the places. You visited all the 21 villages which were in the catchment area.
Yeah.
To bring the girls to the school and ensure the safety, their safety and study. What were other initiatives that you took?
The other, as far as the other initiative is concerned, the localites of Patewa particularly, there are some very good persons, so I called them and told that the girls, they are not willing to come here in the beginning, but we have to drag them to our school.
Ji.
So you have to support me. And in what sense support? You should spread this news that the principal has come and he is very much worried about the study of the girls and the other boys also. And then I went to the police station. The police department was very much attracted to me, and they said, sir, हम एक दो पुलिस वाले जरूर खड़ा कर देंगे जब आपकी छुट्टी होती है. तो उस समय कोई आने जाने में उनको कोई तकलीफ ना हो, दे शुड नॉट हैव एनी काइंड ऑफ प्रॉब्लम, एंड हम आपका नंबर देंगे. आप देख रहे होंगे कि उसमें पुलिस के
Yes, there was some.
वो आए, they came to my school and they assured me. So some lady police officers were also there. They assured the girls that you should not worry, we are here to support you, and whatever your problem, if you are somebody is teasing anyone, you can come or you can tell your principals, and through him the message will come to, and we shall take the action very quickly. So this type of initiative, it created assurance into their mind, and they started sending. And today, as far as the number of the girls are is still very much high, at present right now today, 861 students are studying there in English medium and Hindi medium. Out of this 861 students, 484 girls are there and 377 boys. So over 55%.
Ji.
So this is the condition. So there is a pumping station here, and this pumping station, you should do what the pumping stations tell you. If you start doing only through mind,
Yes.
then you cannot reach the goal.
True. Your principle as a principal, we can share it on the screen as well. So, this is how you work.
Yes, as I told you, when the principal leads from the front, don't tell anyone, then you should do that. Start doing. At that time, in 2016, when I visited in NIEPA, at that time it was called NIEPA. No?
Ji.
So, during that time, the cleanliness was a great problem there in that village.
Okay.
The roads were very dirty, the people did not know anything about, and there is a word cleanliness and it should be followed. Then I started working for that. I asked the students that our school must be clear, it's okay, you can do that, but let's clean. Send the message to the people that the roads must also, the bus stand also must be clean, because we are going from here and there through this route. So, at that time, our erstwhile collector, Honorable Umesh Agrawal sir, he was very much interested in cleanliness, and he said, Mr. Pradhan, if you want to do anything, you are free. So, with the help of Scout Guides, NSS, and other students also, we started Julus also, and then we started working myself. I was always in the front. Wherever I go, I want to sit in the front line. That is my purpose. Because if you want to sit in the front line, definitely the people will, first thing you will listen, you will watch at first, and the people will start following you also. So I started picking up the dirt and putting it into dustbin myself in the bus stand. And so many incidents where there some people started laughing at me also. But no, I did not care for anyone. What I am doing, that is out of my heart. So when you do something...
So you made it both ways, you know?
Yeah.
You were taking it from the community as well, and then you were giving it back as well.
Actually, when I started myself with my students, my teachers, the teachers, they followed me. I am very much pleased to say that my teachers, they followed me without any kind of pressure. Voluntarily they followed me. So this is a very good work and we are enjoying it. So that was a plus point. And when the teachers started following me, then the public also started coming behind me. And we created a group, was girls, Noni Toli.
We had some photos as well.
Noni Toli. So it was a group of girls in every villages, in all the 21 villages. Nearly 286 girls were involved in different wards of different villages. And they motivated their parents, their people, and the people of their ward, mohallas, and this created, actually the people started thinking about cleanliness and how should we drink the water, where should the pitcher must be placed. All these small things were insisted upon.
So what all activities, I mean, we can see a few pictures on the screen wherein you have organized a few activities in the school. What all do you do, you know, in this?
In 2016, when I came, when I went from there, here in NIEPA, so some very good things. For example, you can take the SWOT, SWOT. That is one point. Strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. So this was a very good module. So I thought that this module must be implemented among the students. And I asked all the students to analyze themselves through this model. And this module worked a lot. Students started looking into themselves. And then another module was Johari field.
Johari window.
Johari window, sorry. Johari window. It was very interesting for me. And I still analyze myself through this window. And I applied it among the teachers and asked them, you have to analyze yourself. Every day you will find a weakness and one strength also. And it worked.
So you applied a few learnings that you had during this 1 month program at your stay in NIEPA.
Yeah.
So how did it help you, overall? Apart
Overall,
from these two,
yes, very good.
How did it transformed you as a leader?
There is one lesson at the time I learned it from here. Generally, we do not care about it, but I learned it for the first time. I started thinking over it. Generally, we think that we are good. Everyone thinks, I am okay. I know myself. But there is a point. A chapter was there, knowing self. And knowing self was the chapter which asked me to know yourself properly. When I started looking into myself, then I found so many things still I had to cover up. बहुत सारी चीज़ें थी जो मुझे जानना था मेरे बारे में, और मैंने फिर अपने आप को जानने की कोशिश की कि और कहाँ, और क्या कमी, और क्या मजबूती है. तो ये जो जानने की प्रवृत्ति है, खुद को जानने की प्रवृत्ति, वो हम साधारणतः करते नहीं. और इसने मुझे धीरे 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 बहुत सारी चीज़ों की ओर ध्यान दिलाया कि यहाँ पर ये वीकनेस है आपके, यहाँ पर ये वीकनेस है आपके. मैंने कि एक जैसे होता है ना कि मैं थोड़ा सा पहले क्रोधित होता था, बट लेटर ऑन आई थॉट दैट व्हाई शुड आई बी एंग्री. दीज पीपल, दिस इज स्टूडेंट्स, they know nothing. So since they have not been nurtured properly, their bringing up is not up to the mark, then why should we scold them? डांटें क्यों उनको? ये टीचर से क्यों डांटूं मैं? तो मुझे लगा कि ये डांटना ठीक नहीं है, ये काम नहीं करेगा. Then I started to behave with them friendly. So this is my policy as a leader, as you asked me. 60% friend, 40% you are the officer. Later on I started reducing it. 70% friend and 30% officer. And today, at this juncture, when my school has been upgraded into SAGES, so the role has been little bit more different, because there are small kids also. So the kids, if I can drag their love, receive their love from them, what should I do? I think I should be more friendly. So now it is 80% friends and 20% officer. Then only I am successful also, because small kids, they run to me when they feel little bit hungry. They come to me. Generally, you don't expect that students or teachers, they go to the cabin of principal very freely and ask anything. But in my room, I have developed a different kind of culture.
You allowed that accessibility.
Yes, I am approachable.
Yes.
The students, they come, sir, I am feeling hungry. Sometimes they do not, even the girls, they do not speak anything to the lady teachers, but they can speak freely to me, because they have the faith in me that this is a father-like person, and we can share our feelings with them. So it creates a lot of responsibility.
Trust.
Yes, trust.
There's a lot of
and responsibility also, and trust also. And we should live up to this trust. So that is why last year, as per the result was concerned, the English medium result was in high school certificate, it was 100%. First year, 100%. And 12th, 95.83%. And yes, you can see this picture. So this is the way how to treat the students. New custom, a new ritual, you can say, since school is always a temple. So, and these kids are our gods actually.
Very true.
They are gods. So how to treat them? So just to behave with them like a father, and they would definitely
You have to
come.
nurture them actually.
And
right?
particularly not only they, but their guardians.
Ji.
Nearly 80% students from the private schools, they got enrollment in my school in the very first year. That was a grand success. But people said, why did we bring our children to your school, sir? There is a point there. Since you are here, that is why I came here. Since we are assured that safety is there, a responsibility of the teacher is trustworthy. The teachers are well mannered. The students of senior classes, they are well mannered. The officers always talk about you. So we have the faith that we will be very much safe. Our kids will be safe there in your school. That is why we get the admission in your school.
So with this, we have got to know about the journey of your school. Later at the end of the session, we will be showing a few videos as well. But you have, since you were the participant of 1 month program and you became the state resource group member as well, how your journey from a school leader to a state resource group member, how have you, evolved yourself as a leader and then, transformed the lives of others, in the state?
Yes, I was SRG. So during that period, after departure from here, we also started their workshop of 4,000 principals from the whole state. So, as I told you, the Jauhari window. So by that time, I had known a lot about myself.
Ji.
The confidence has been very much
Instilled in you.
yeah. So I thought that 1,000 people, I was quite assured that I can handle these people and I can tell my piece to them freely and frankly. Since I am a painter, I am a sketch. I can sketch also, and I am a poet also. I can write poems also in Hindi particularly. And I am very much interested in oratory also from my college life. So when I went from here, I thought that whatever I have, why not the others have?
How did you influence the other school heads? We would like to know that.
One picture there is, I called the principal of my sector, 4 or 5 principals were there. I called them because respect was already there with me. Everyone respected me and still they respect me a lot. So just one call and they will definitely come. Because in every village there is a key person for me and a key boy or girl for me. So whenever even in holidays, I do not miss Sunday. On every Sunday I come to school. I think it is very rare, but on every Sunday you will find me, and the guardians, they come to me on Sunday. So personally I talked. Training was different. Training was okay. It was just because of the order of the government. But personally I talked to the principal. And I visited their school also. I visited the school and told that this is the area where you need some improvement. At first they told, sir, ये तो बहुत मुश्किल है सर, हर घर में कैसे जाया जा सकता है? मैंने कहा कि क्यों नहीं जाया जा सकता, मैं कैसे जाता हूँ? You have to be very much particular about time. आपकी टाइमिंग क्या है? आप लोगों को कितना जानते हैं? आप सोचते हैं कि लोग आपकी बात नहीं मानेंगे. आपने बात की क्या? आपने तो बात नहीं की ना. You have not talked to them. Then how can you say that they will not accept your proposal? आप बात तो कीजिए. Communication, I always insist upon communication. There should not be any communication gap between the parents and the principal. Teachers and the principal, student and the principal. The communication gap is creating a lot of problem for whole a bunch of principal actually.
जी.
And I always believe, and whoever came into to contact with me, I told him, do you talk to the parents? And you will be rather surprised to know that I reprimand them also to the guardians, and they accept it. They accept it. अरे ठीक बोलो, आप सही कह रहे हैं सर, आप बीच में क्यों लेने जाओगे? आपने 6 घंटे के लिए बच्चे को मेरे अंडर में दे दिया, अब आप 6 घंटे के लिए मेरे हैं, उस बीच में मैं जब पूरी तरह रिस्पॉन्सिबल हूँ, मैं जानता हूँ कि मेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है इस बच्चे को सुरक्षित यहाँ से ले जाना, लाना और इनको वो स्टडी देना जो आपका एक्सपेक्टेशन है। जब मैं ये चाहता हूँ और मैं करवाता हूँ, तो आप बीच में ले जा करके मेरी प्लानिंग क्यों गड़बड़ाएंगे आप? जब मैं ये तर्क देता हूँ, दे एक्सेप्ट इट, ओके सर, ठीक है। कई पालक तो चले भी जाते हैं, ठीक है सर, वो सॉरी मैं नहीं समझ पाया था, मैं फ्रॉम टुमारो ऑनवर्ड आई वोंट कमिट सच टाइप ऑफ मिस्टेक्स। तो वो क्या है, कम्युनिकेशन। मैंने प्रिंसिपल के साथ में बहुत कम्युनिकेट किया, ऑफिसर्स के साथ मैंने बहुत कम्युनिकेट किया, इसलिए आज की स्थिति में है कि मुझे आई डोंट हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम in disposing any proposal or any problem. If any problem arises there, my officers are very good because they believe that this person can do this, and they assign so many works which is not mine actually. Even erstwhile collector, district magistrate, he asks a lot of things about my different type of business also. For example, he used to ask me about in a camp every day. It was on Saturday. He used to ask me about agriculture. How many boards are here?
So let us have a look at a few videos from your school before we begin to ask something else.
देश की कल्पना भी थी।
A few glimpses from the school actually.
गुलामी की जंजीरों को तोड़कर माँ भारती को आजाद कराया। अब हमारा कर्तव्य है
that is cleanliness oath.
गंदगी को दूर करके भारत माता की सेवा करें।
चतुर्थांश को ज्ञात कर सकते हैं। इसमें एंगल को दर्शाया गया है, ये 0 एंगल, फिर 30, 45, 60, 90, फिर उसके बाद 120, और हमें ज्ञात करना रहेगा कि कौन सा पॉजिटिव रहता है और कौन सा नेगेटिव। तो फर्स्ट जो पहले चतुर्थांश में सब पॉजिटिव रहते हैं, सभी अनुपात।
हर साल 14 सितंबर को हिंदी दिवस के तौर पर मनाया जाता है। यह दिन हर भारतीय के लिए गर्व करने का दिन है।
Test tube holder, we hold test tube like this from this test tube holder. Okay.
This is a tire game which I learned from the NIEPA at that time, and it was very popular actually, and it viral very quickly, and other schools also followed it.
You have implemented quite a few learnings from the program, I suppose.
This is self-defense for the girls. And the girl who is commanding them, she is also a student from our school.
Okay.
After passing 12th class, she got yellow belt.
Okay.
Roshni Dhruv. Actually, it is yes, I was preparation for 15th August program. And as I told you, I lead from the front. I myself started guiding them.
आपके जीवन में पैर है, ये ज़्यादा काम करेगा।
So your engagement actually with the children, you know, makes you a leader.
Yeah, definitely.
The way you engage with the students, you make them so comfortable.
Yes.
Create a comfort zone. No, we have a few videos. I would like to play them as well.
These are the girls who are playing kabaddi here and practicing for state competition.
Okay, so dear viewers,
We have
since we
one
have-
or two more videos, very
Okay,
short ones.
okay, sure, ma'am.
We would like to, because sir has talked so much about his
Yes,
school.
yes.
Now it is our part that we must show the
Okay, yes,
evidences
yes,
as well. Why is it not opening? It is taking time to open.
Okay, so ma'am, could we move to next link? So that
Sir
we can
actually
play that
has
video?
started this
Yes.
anchoring thing,
Yes.
where students have learned how to anchor programs. Like
Right,
you are
right.
working as an anchor here
Yes. ma'am.
during the summer camp.
Yes,
Uh,
during summer camp.
Sir बताइए उसके बारे में थोड़ा.
Actually, what happens, the students sometimes, some students from well-off family, they go for any visit, but the students who are living in the same place, they have nothing to do in the summer. At that time, I call the students to the school and do something for their career. So I started how to become an anchor, because that is also a very good job.
It's quite interesting.
Yes,
sir.
quite interesting,
Yeah.
and
And
particularly
considering it in a very remote area,
Right.
yes,
in
in
a
a very
tribal
remote area, tribal
dominated
area.
area.
These are all these
So
students. They
there
belong
is a
to
small
the.
video wherein a student is interviewing a sarpanch and other members of the community
Yes, yes.
and taking opinion about the school. How does how is this school? You know.
Yes, yes.
So because we work for the
नमस्कार, जय हिंद, जय भारत, जय छत्तीसगढ़। तो आप देख रहे हैं सहज दर्शन। तो आज समर कैंप के अवसर पर
If we can see
मैं
the
और मेरे
video
कुछ
on the
साथी सहज दर्शन का कार्यक्रम है। तो अभी हम लोग इस स्कूल के बाहर एंट्री गेट, पुराने वाले एंट्री गेट पर खड़े हैं और ये स्कूल को चालू हुए लगभग 48 साल हो चुके हैं और इस 48 साल में स्कूल ने बहुत उतार चढ़ाव देखा है और अभी 2023-24 में ये स्कूल आत्मानंद के रूप में उभर कर आया है, जिसमें बहुत
I would like to end this session here, and today we heard inspiring story of Sameer sir from Chhattisgarh during our session, and yes, it was truly motivational and inspirational for us. So I would like to thank firstly ma'am and sir. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
sir,
Thank
and
you
ma'am
very
for
much.
joining us today.
Thank you
and
very much.
it was literally a very beautiful session.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
also
And thank you
I
for
would-
giving us a bit more time. Thank
yes,
you.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. And I would also like to thank all of you who joined us today in the session, and also here I would like to know you that you will watch our different sessions tomorrow, that, like yoga session and also our different live interactive session. So you can join us through our official YouTube channels and our PM eVidya channels. So we will see you next week on Friday with another exciting topic. Until then, please take care and stay happy. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.